Welcome back to the Black Star video. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the future of blockchain, Web3, and your involvement. Let's talk about it. Let's get it. Now, without getting too detailed, we're going to talk about the future of blockchain, Web3, and how it's going to affect you in the very near future. What's coming in the very near future for all of us when it comes to blockchain. All right, so let's talk about it real quick and see where we go. Getting started in this video, let's talk about how the market's looking right now. I think we're at $1.2 trillion market cap. Bitcoin has a dominance of 47%. Ethereum has a dominance of 18%. The current price of Bitcoin right now is a little over 30,000. Ethereum is just touching 1900, and Cardano just hit over 40 cents. Now, I'm not going to get into all the other coins that are in the ecosystem, but that's what's going on right now. Bitcoin is on a little bit of a tear. So is Cardano, has been brushing above 30 cents, hit 40 cents again. It's actually pretty good. And Ethereum is at just about 1900. It's been hitting 1900 for the last couple of days. The market's looking good. Might be the start of a bull market. Well, let's get into the video. All right, so let's get a little bit of an understanding of what Web3 is. So Web3 is an idea of a new iteration of the World Wide Web, which incorporates concepts such as decentralization, blockchain technology, and token-based economics. Meaning that we're going to incorporate the blockchain is going to be decentralized. That means there's no central authority governing the actual web itself. What's happening right now is there'll be nodes interoperating between the whole ecosystem of the internet to give you a decentralized platform or web-based system, and where no one is governing it whatsoever. Not too sure governments will like that, but it is what's happening. And to incorporate blockchain technology with tokens, which can kind of monetize the system at the same time, and or give you access to the ability of making some type of income or establishing some type of income or paying for services with blockchain tokens. It offers read, write, and own version of the web in which users have a financial stake and more control over the web communities they belong to. Web3 is often described as a series of open source and interconnected decentralized applications powered by blockchain computing architecture. So this is going to be a more interconnected type of system, like I said before, with nodes intermingling, giving you access to web-based information, functionality, without a central organization saying this is what it is. That will come to fruition in time, not right now, but it is on the move. Decentralized and decentralized systems are the key infrastructure of the future. The push for that is immense right now. Governments are not going to like that. They do like to have an idea of what's going on, and information is power. The next few years will be vital. The laws that will be made in the next couple of months or no years are going to be instrumental on how Web3 is even allowed or regulated. What is also coming in the very near future is CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And what these are, central banks are having digital currencies established for monetary payments, transfers, and rail systems, money rail systems that the central banks will be able to control. There'll be a faster form of payments, smoother, cleaner, and you won't have to wait days and or hours to get clearances, and things can happen instantaneous just like that within seconds. So central banks are organizing their own type of currency, something similar to what Ripple XRP wanted to do, but more centralized than decentralized. That means one central authority will have governance and or control over the crypto and blockchain, than having a decentralized network in which individuals are running the nodes and sharing the ledger. They'll have their own ledger system built within, and nodes will be operating it. However, it'll be housed within one network controlled by one authority. The fear of centralized monetary systems, especially when it comes digital, is that one central authority can stop and block your payments, block your address, freeze your accounts instantaneously. They can also, like I said before, seize your funds. Whatever they want to do, they will be able to do. They'll be able to program your money to do as they please. However, there are laws in place, privacy laws, that they won't be able to do that without going through the proper channels, meaning the courts, and getting orders in place to say that they can. Or your investigation, then they can also do that too. I mean, but there is some concerns on forfeiture laws, on how that would also be incorporated, because it would be easier for them in the U.S. to do a forfeiture and seizure of your assets, and then you would have to fight for them in court, and that can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees. So there is a good, there is a bad. Central bank regulations with digital assets are going to be very, very interesting in the next couple of years. I think laws will be passed in the U.S. in this year, 2023, but let's see what happens. Cointelegraph is also reporting that the IMF, the International Money Fund, is also incorporating digital blockchain infrastructure to transfer monies from country to country at a better pace, more secure, actually faster transactions. Again, countering what some blockchains are already focusing on as a use case. So the article is not completely in depth, but it gives you some information that you can look into. I would suggest reading it, 2-3 minute read, and you'll get some information that will be vital to your future. Remember, the IMF is comprised of 190 countries. So if 190 countries are using this new payment network to transfer funds from country to country, it'll make things, one, a lot faster, 10 times more secure. Exchanges can happen instantaneously versus the way they happen now. Fees would be minimal in comparison to what they are now as well, but it also gives a huge competition to blockchains like XRP. So take a read, get a better understanding of it, do a little bit more research. The world is turning digital. Be abreast of the information that's around you and get with the times. This information is vital to your future and your kids' future. And you were counting the US out. Regulation is definitely coming in July of this year. FedNow coin will be released. It's going to be a payment infrastructure network. It's here. It's ready. There's a video available in a small little article. We'll play the video in a second. The FedNow service is a new instant payment infrastructure developed by the Federal Reserve that allows financial institutions of every size across the U.S. to provide safe and efficient instant payment services. Throughout financial institutions participating in the FedNow services, businesses and individuals can send and receive instant payments in real time around the clock every day of the year. Financial institutions and their service providers can use services to provide innovative instant payment services to customers, and recipients will have full access to funds immediately, allowing for greater financial flexibility when making time-sensitive payments. Let's take a quick look at the video. All right, so the video here, you can take a look at it. I wanted to play it, but there was some technical difficulties and it was choppy. However, take a look at it. It's going to give you a better idea what's going on. I believe there's certain blockchains going to have a run for their money in the very near future, and I'm not going to mention any blockchains' names. However, this is very interesting. Times are changing. Crypto is the way to go. So this is a definite example that the U.S. is making strides to go more towards digital than not. All right, that they have a plan in place. Something's brewing. We all don't know what it is, but it's coming. Let's pay attention. There's more to the future of crypto than just payment networks. We're talking, or payment rails, so to speak. However, we're talking about decentralized gaming with decentralized identifications, decentralized infrastructures when you talk insurance and so much more. Things are going to change for you in the near future, especially for your kids, that you are not ready for. And we should be ready. And you should embrace most of it. Some of it's questionable, especially when we talk about our privacy, and how the governments will handle privacy is another discussion for another video. However, we'll have DeFi platforms with games, finance, personal information, medical records, in which you should have more control over than not. So be ready to embrace this stuff. The future of blockchain is immense. It's going to change our lives for the most part, but it'll make things 10 times more efficient and a lot smoother. Don't be scared of it, but let's be ready for it. Let's be informed and embrace this technology for its best outcomes. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Again, my name is Rich. If you like the content, hit that like button. If you want to get notified, hit the bell. Support your boy. Subscribe to the channel. FedNow coin is here. The IMF is making headway. There's things happening. Games are going to be produced. Electronic arts are involved. There's so many big players coming. There's a major change coming. Embrace it, but be aware. Be aware, be enlightened, understand what's going on, and you'll have a better time in dealing with this and be more informed, so that way politicians and our governments can't take advantage of the information that we are able to obtain and get through blockchain technology. Again, my name is Rich Blackstar. We are the light in the darkness. Peace.